Hello, this is wmpyr back with another one of my evolutions of the Filipino martial arts technique. So I am showing you first the original technique and then how I modified it for my own purposes. Okay, I didn't change it because I think my version is better. No, I feel like there are some people that preserve the art, so they keep it the same. And then there's other people like me that evolve the art because we're just doing this for our own application. So I'm not saying that my way is better. No, that would be very disrespectful to the art. So that's not what I'm saying. But I'm evolving it just for my own personal needs. That's all, okay? So that's what I kind of been doing. So in this one, the technique in question is this one right here. You're going 1, 2, 1, 2. This is probably the most basic partner drill with double sticks that I know of. This didn't have a name. We pretty much called it just the number one double stick partner drill. And number 2 looked like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is way more popular. I see a lot of people practice that one, and in fact, they don't practice the first one. It's like they bypass that one and they just focus from that one. Okay, making the 1 and the 2, this X motion. So they start there. But like I said, in this video, we're going to focus on this one. Bam, bam. This is super simple, and I believe that is the strength of this technique, is its simplicity, how basic it is. So from there, what was taught to me was you have to do this with the sticks. Don't do it from here. If you go like this, you can end up clashing your weapon against your own, your other weapon, and also weapon to your own hand, which would be really bad. So you make this V shape to keep things safer for you. That's what was taught to me. And also you add a front kick, so you could be doing this with a front kick, boom, boom. And you could also use an oblique kick as you strike, boom. Which I know you guys can't see right now, but that's for another video, all right? So anyway, that's the way it was taught to me. Now, the modifications that I made is we're going to keep the V shape, but I found out that this was not enough, especially when using all kinds of different weapons, like a karambit, maybe a combat survival knife, something larger like a Rambo knife, something like that, even like a tomahawk or sticks, machete. When you're going into all kinds of different weapons, especially, then just going like this, just doing this angle, the 45-degree angle, wasn't enough. I go one step further and I say the right hand needs to stay on the right side, the left hand needs to stay on the left side. So you don't cross, you don't do this, you don't punch like this, okay? This is not a good idea. If I want to punch to my center, then I rotate the body. I rotate. So right here, boom, I rotate it and I hit, but if you look, see, it never crossed my own center, okay? So I could go all the way over here and hit all the way over here, but if you look, I never crossed my center. My center's over here, okay? So you keep the right hand on the right side, left hand on the left side. So that was huge, huge for me, for my own personal findings. Once you apply combat force, then you want to keep it as safe as possible, and that just simplified things a lot for me. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, and 2, 1, and 2. So you add the turning rather than making the arm cross. So boom, like this. Boom, boom, boom. And of course, you could strike with the weapon or you could strike with your hand. So remembering this aspect, striking with a hand, even while you're holding the weapon, was another modification, should I say, was also very, very important to me because that was not taught to me. So boom, to strike with the hand. And then when you go empty hand, boom, you're already ready to go because you're used to that. Boom. So you're striking here and you're striking here, okay? So that's another aspect. Don't forget to strike with your actual hand. What I'm striking with is the knuckle part. Boom, right here and right here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And then the other part I gotta say is, as you're striking this way, the emphasis that I wanted to do was to go downwards. Okay. So strike down, down, down. My hands are coming down, down. To exaggerate it, I'm going downwards. The reason why I'm doing this is because when you have a lot of weapons, the hammer fist also works extremely well. Like with a tactical flashlight, a tactical pen, if you have one of those knives that has a glass breaker on the pommel, a kubotan. So with a lot of weapons, the hammer fist, even barehanded, hammer fist works well, and that is a downwards motion. So just to simplify things and to put all of it together, like I said, we work with weapons a lot. So boom, boom, this downwards motion just makes sense. Whether you're hitting with here, the back of your hand with the knuckles right here, or you're hitting with the hammer fist. Either way, the motion is extremely similar. So there's nothing to relearn or add necessarily. To keep everything as unified and simple as possible. And that's the whole idea. Under stress, under pressure, in a combat situation, in a self-defense situation, you know, something like the Heaven Six or setting the opponent up for stuff is nice, but sometimes you don't have that luxury. You don't have the luxury of distance. You don't have the luxury to even think sometimes. And in that case, you just keep everything simple and you just fight out. So then something like this comes into play. So that's why I really like this technique. Now, one last thing to add is we're going this way and this way, boom, so I'm striking, 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 but we could also do this and this slashing this way, okay? So I hope you can see the difference. This is strike, 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 slash, 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 okay? So that's a good one to mix in and add to that. And once it doesn't change super a lot, okay? So from here I'm going boom, 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 and then I can add hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist, or I'm coming off from the side now, okay? So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.